Now for those of you who have been following our new project and were wondering where it was, we had some technical issues that we had to take care of before we could do it, and because there's two of us that do the project, the guy that normally films everything and myself, we weren't able to get together on a lot of stuff, so we had to put that on the back burner until we could get things going again. And we're both back together, doing what we do. I really need him not only to film, but also because he can edit things much better than I can. But I figured I'd show you where we are right now. Now the first thing I'm going to show is, of course, I have the figure, and you can see the painting fairly well is already complete. Now I've done a bunch of modding, some green stuff, and using plenty of stuff out of a bit box. You'll notice I have a skull right in here. We'll see if we can't zoom. And I also have a face down in here and a face up in here that were both taken out of my bit box. And of course all the blood and entrails, which was all green stuff. I loved working with it because with the piece already painted, it looked so good, like as if I painted inside of it already. So there wasn't too much of an issue with that. One of the guys has a closed eye, the other guy actually has his eyes wide open. And I'll move this away a little bit so that you can see that a little bit of it splattered on his feet as well. I'm not sure whether or not we'll be able to get a good look inside the helmet, but we're going to do the best that we can. And you can see that I have some red glowing eyes in there. Right there, I have some red glowing eyes inside the helmet there, which I was very happy with how that turned out. Now, that I'm working on is the staff, and something that I figured I could really play with, really make colorful, and work with. So, as you can see, there's still plenty to do. I'm slowly working on that, but like I said, I wanted to add as much detail to the staff because that's going to be the piece that's right out front. Now for the rest of it, I'm working on some shoulder pads. Now ideally I would have been using these two, but in this case I definitely wanted to use the eye, and I definitely wanted to use the skull, so I'm going to be using these two and just correct the bones as they should be facing forward, probably once again using bits. I've barely started on his little minion, but that will be coming as well. And of course the hand that holds the staff. Still have a little bit of work to do on this, but we'll get there as well. Now, the chainsword, of course, is going to have a lot of modifications done to it, primarily because that's what's been putting all the blood and entrails onto the guy's side, which allowed us to use a bunch of green stuff already, but we'll be using plenty more on the chainsword. And of course, we have the cloak, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with the cloak, but I'm really thinking that I'd like to mod this out somehow, or maybe even turn it into a set of wings instead, even if it doesn't add anything to the miniature itself in-game, just the look of it, something that would look very different, very new, very right. So I haven't figured out what exactly I'm going to do with this. I know that Nick likes the cloak, likes how it looks. We may wind up staying with it. I may mod it out. I may add some green stuff to it. But we'll see how that goes as we get there. So those are the pieces, and like I said, this is far from done, but I figured that I'd show you, let you know that we're still doing work on all this stuff. I figured I'd show you, even though we're still doing plenty of work, but to let you know that we are doing the work, and you will be seeing more of these videos, and you'll see more of what's going to be happening and how we did a lot of the stuff that's gotten us to this point. So keep tuned. We're going to go through a whole bunch of other tricks, and please feel free, ask questions. If you saw something in one of the other videos that you didn't understand, or maybe I just didn't mention enough or explain well enough, and if you see anything here that that I haven't explained yet, please feel free to ask. We're going to answer every single question that you guys ask of us. We're working on 50 videos now. We're going to keep on going and putting these out and get as much useful information out there on how to make your miniatures the best that you could possibly have. So thank you very much for watching, and we would love to hear from you. Thank you.